As one of the most ambitious crossover events in history, Avengers Infinity War featured a miles-long cast roster that brought together all of the corners of the sprawling Marvel Cinematic Universe. Black Widow, Black Panther, Iron Man, the Guardians of the Galaxy, the whole crime-fighting crew was there. Well, except for Hawkeye, Ant-Man, and for most of the movie, the Hulk. In the first few minutes of Infinity War, Thanos defeats the Hulk during a fight on the refugee ship that fled from Asgard at the end of Thor, Ragnarok. The not-so-jolly green giant didn't appear in the film again after that, and we finally know why. According to the commentary track from the digital release of Avengers Infinity War, the Hulk wasn't MIA because he was ashamed that Thanos pummeled him to the ground. It's actually even more twisted than that. The Hulk is getting sick of coming to Banner's aid every time he and the Avengers need assistance in the form of brute force.
I have an army. We have a Hulk.
Joe Russo explained. People speculated whether there was some fear on the Hulk's part about having to face Thanos again. But I ultimately think that he's tired of playing hero to Bruce Banner. It's easy to see why viewers would rally behind the idea that the Hulk was in some way emotionally bruised after his scuffle with Thanos. The Hulk staying in hiding because he was feeling fear? That's not exactly a common occurrence when it comes to our temperamental green-skinned buddy. His whole shtick is getting angry and jumping into a fight, after all.
Hulk, stop! Just for once in your life, don't smash!
Big monster!
Fear is the opposite of what the Hulk is about, so it's only natural to latch onto something so rare. The Hulk experiencing an emotion he's rarely felt before and not fully understanding how to process it is a solid theory that makes for a satisfying character arc. But the real reason for the Hulk's absence is way more fulfilling, for two reasons. It gives Banner's alter ego the autonomy to become more than just the muscular manifestation of Banner's dark inner disquiet, and it pushes Banner to stop relying on the Hulk to save him from sticky situations. While many Marvel fans believed Banner to be constantly trying to hold the Hulk in, it looks like the tables are beginning to turn as the Hulk finally puts his huge green foot down. Russo elaborated on that dynamic even more. There's a host body that is being fought over by two distinct personalities who hate each other. We thought an interesting direction to take him in is, well, what if Banner, who typically uses the Hulk to solve crisis situations, what if the Hulk were no longer interested in solving those problems for Banner? So the relationship is becoming increasingly dysfunctional. Russo's explanation here shoots down all other possible reasons as to why Banner couldn't turn into the Hulk in Infinity War, including the suggestion that he was too angry to transform or that he blamed himself for what happened on the Asgardian ship. But it also stamps out one of the more thought-provoking theories surrounding the character. Another unusual fan theory suggested that the Hulk was missing from Infinity War because Loki was actually masquerading as Banner. That would certainly explain why there weren't any Hulk-out moments, but given that Russo goes on to focus specifically on Banner and the Hulk's tense relationship, that theory effectively falls apart as well. After the jaw-dropping ending of Avengers Infinity War, we've been operating under the impression that Avengers 4 will rip out more hearts and feature more intensity than previously thought possible. Now it looks like Bruce Banner and the Hulk's turbulent dynamic will be a major part of that chaos.
You guys are screwed now!